Welcome back. Let's get this show on the road. First is the alternating row, and it's just that. You're rowing from arm to arm and you're alternating as you go. With this, you are in a hinge position, so booty back, some tension in the hamstrings and the glutes. You want to think about your waist on down being stuck in cement, little movement as possible, and you're rotating your shoulders in a barrel and just switching that weight from side to side. The front foot elevated split squat, you'll execute just like your split squat, but now that the front foot is elevated, you can lift that back foot off the ground as you stand tall, giving you a little more glute activation. With this, make sure that your knee is staying over the foot and it's not diving in, outward, or over the toe. For the half kneeling press, you'll get into half kneeling and you're pressing with the same side of the leg that is down. Make sure you're tall through the spine, your rib cage is connected with your pelvis, not arching the back, so give yourself a little plumber butt. And when you're pressing that weight overhead, make sure that shoulder is not coming up towards your ear. Few tips for the row. One is you want to make sure you're not swaying from side to side and that you are staying very solid from the waist on down and you're just rotating your shoulders, switching that weight. Number two is you go throughout this workout, your back might start to get tired. If that's the case, we're rounding and slouching forward too much. Just reset your hinge and then pick up where you left off. With this front foot elevated split squat, you want to make sure you're switching sides, but where you hold the weight ultimately doesn't matter. If you see here, I'm loading my left leg, but I'm also holding the weight on the left side. That's going to be a little easier than if I switch that weight to the right side. It's essentially the same thing, it just changes the challenge just slightly. Really important with this press that you don't sway back and dump forward through your back trying to push that weight. So if you feel like you're trying to give that little extra oomph to push the weight up, try switching your weight and going a little lighter, or maybe widening your stance to make sure that you're staying tall and executing this exercise appropriately. Coaching cues, tips, and tricks are finished. I will see you at the end. Hey, a little different on this one as I didn't record after the workout. But what I noticed from the workout is a couple things. One, the alternating rows, they do start to get difficult. So you can change up the cadence, the weight, how you row it. You can alternate, you can do a couple on one side, switch, however really you want to do it, as long as you're maintaining that hinge, your back's not getting super tired, you're breathing into your abdomen, and that you're maintaining that good position. You're not swaying a ton from side to side. You're going to sway a little bit, but as long as you're not doing a huge shift and that your feet are staying glued to the ground, not gripping to the ground, but your feet stay flat. That's the most important. So just make sure you're in that good hinge position while rowing. Even though it's an upper body exercise, because you're in that hinge position, you really should feel your glutes working to control that weight. So if your butt's not going there and you're feeling your back, just reset your hinge and then pick up from where you left off. With number 2, the elevated split squat, with those you don't necessarily need the front foot elevated. I just did it for this exercise. So if you decide to do a split squat, you're just not going to stand all the way tall. You're just going to go up until your front leg straightens out and you come back down. I just threw in the front foot elevated because, I don't know, just decided I wanted to. And when you do it, it kind of blends that split squat with a reverse lunge in a way, and you can really feel that butt working. It really comes down to where you hold the weight, really wherever you want to, as I mentioned earlier. You can go left side, right side. You can change it up. You can even, don't have to rack it, you can kind of hold it up in front of you like a what's called a fireman's carry. So your arm's in front of you where your elbow is bent and you're holding that weight. Or a waiter's carry where you hold it straight up with your arm straight. Those are a little more advanced moves, but there's some options with this. Otherwise, with that, just make sure you're going slow and controlled, and those knees, the knee is staying over the foot and is not falling inward, not going outward, and it's not going way over the toes. If you're feeling way too much back or quad with this, not as much butt, we have to stop and then reset up the position. Lastly, the last move, the half kneeling press. I covered it in the beginning, but it does start getting tiring near the end with the same weight. So if you need to, drop weight to make sure that you're pressing that up and you're not scrunching that shoulder up into your ear. You're not arching your back, pushing your belly button forward to throw it up there. We don't want to try to use other parts of our body to get that up there. Really want to use the arm and that lower body to push it. We don't want to get out of position just to throw it up there. Kind of like if your biceps curling, you want to just move the biceps. You don't want to be throwing your weight around trying to whip it up there. A nice little tip though, if you have a kettlebell, what you can do with a lighter weight to make it more challenging, even though the weight is lighter, is you take that kettlebell and you balance it upright. It's called a bottoms up. So instead of it hanging on your wrist, the bottom of the kettlebell is up toward the ceiling. So you have to do a ton of work to stabilize that position. That can really, really challenge your shoulder without being too much weight where you feel like you have to manipulate your lower body to press it up there. That's a nice little touch I did not mention that you can throw in there to still make it challenging and effective without cheating through it and compromising other parts of your body. That's it for my post-workout thoughts. I hope it was a great workout. You enjoyed it and you're getting some benefit out of this and you're learning some good movement principles. The best part about this, you can make up any exercise you want. I'm just giving you the principles and the template and also giving you the videos. But really, you can do this exercise as many times as you want and you can change it up, make it different. This workout any way you want and make it different every time by changing these small little pieces. That's it for me. I will see you at the next one. Take care.